Hello friends, welcome to the channel. So today we are going to solve data interpretation and logical reasoning sets. Generally in CAT around 4 to 5 sets are there, and if you are able to solve even one set correctly, then in this section you can score above 90 percentile. So this is a very important set, and if you are able to solve two sets correctly out of 4, then you can get around 98-99 percentile in this particular section. And the thing about these kind of questions is they comes with a lot of practice and they require a certain number of tricks. Lot of calculation is not required. Today I'm going to focus on arrangement part, and every year at least one set from arrangement you will get. So let's see how to solve these kind of questions. Let me clear this up. Okay, so in this question it is said that the first year students in a business school are split into 6 sections. In 2019, the business static course was taught in these sections by A, B, C, D, E and F. Okay, so actually the question, let me explain the question to you. There are 6 teachers A, B, C, D, E and F, and there are midterm exams and endterm exams. Midterm consists of 100 marks each, endterm also consists of 100 marks each. And it is also mentioned that collectively 6 faculty members are preparing A, B, C, D and F, and they prepare the same number of questions in midterm and endterm. So let us say A prepares X number of questions, total midterm plus endterm. B will also prepare X, C will also prepare X, D, X, E, X, F, X. So total questions will be 6x. That means total number of questions will be a multiple of 6. You have to remember that. So in these kind of questions, generally the ability of yourself to comprehend the question, to take out as much data as you can and not miss anything, this is the key. So from this first statement only, we have identified that total number of questions will be a multiple of 6. It is not mentioned directly, but you have to comprehend it. That is the trick. Now each MTA and ET has 4 questions that are okay. So 3 questions are there, 3 types, 5 marks, 10 marks and 15 marks. Okay. If you have not read the whole question, I would suggest is pause the video, take a good look at the question, try to give it an attempt by yourself, and try to comprehend this whole data. And then if you are not able to solve, I would suggest then watch the video. This way you will be able to practice very good. And in both MT and AT, at least 4 questions will be there from 5 marks, so greater or equal to 4. At least 3 questions will be there from 10. At least 15 question, at least 2 questions will be of 15 marks. So total how much marks are there? 20, 30, 30. We are able to accommodate only 80 marks till now. So 20 more marks we have to accommodate. Now before proceeding to the other points, let us understand how we are able to accommodate these 20 marks. One way we can do is 4 questions from 5 marks, 5 questions from 10 marks, 2 questions from 15 marks. That way we can get total 100 marks. Other ways, 5 questions from this, 3 questions from this and 3 questions from this. Other ways, 6 questions from this, 6 into 5, 30, and 10 marks here, 4 questions from this, 2 questions from this. So 6, 5, 30 plus 40 plus 30. Yeah. Other method is 8 questions of 5 marks. So you will get 8 into 5, 40. 3 questions from here, so 30. And 2 questions from here. These are the different methods, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This way you can accommodate total of 100 marks. Now if you see, the total number of questions here are 5, 4, 9, 11. The total number of questions here are 8, 9, 10, 11. Here you get 12 total question. Here you get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. So these are the possibilities we have concluded from the information which is given to us till now. Let us move ahead to the next information. Now following additional facts are known. Annie prepared fifth question for both MT and ET. For MT, this question carried 5 marks. Now this is a very important point. It means that we also know from this point that first 5, hold on. From this point we know that first 5 marks questions are there. Then 10 marks are there. Then 15 marks are there. 5, 10 and 15. Now it is given that Annie A, this A, has prepared fifth question for both MT and ET, and for MT, this fifth question carried 5 marks. So this point, this cannot be MT, because MT will have at least 5 marks question, because fifth question is prepared by any for MT and ET, and fifth question carried 5 marks. So for MT, so this cannot be MT. Now let us say it is also given that ET is greater than MT. Number of questions in endterm are greater than midterm. So definitely this cannot be MT. Can it be ET? If it is ET, is there any point which is having more, which is having less than it? If ET is 11, 10 is not there. So it cannot be ET. So this whole point gets cancelled. Got it? Now, can it be ET? If it is ET, is there any point less than it? No. So it cannot be ET. Can this be ET? If this is ET, 12 questions, total 12 questions, we have to remember that total questions are a multiple of 6. If it is ET, so 12 plus 11 cannot be a multiple of 6. 12 plus 13 cannot be a multiple of 6. So definitely one has to be 11 questions, one has to be 13 questions. Then only total questions will be 24, multiple of 6. 6x is equal to 24, so x is equal to 4. So everyone will prepare total number of 4 questions. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And it is given that ET in end term, the number of questions is greater than the midterm. So definitely this will be ET and this will be midterm. Got it? Till now we are able to figure this information. This is a very important information to solve. So in these kind of questions, generally try to take as much information as you can. Once you read the whole question and you have just written what is written in it, what is given, you are not comprehending, then you will not never be able to solve the question. You have to read between the lines, between the words. So till now, what we have figured out is that everyone will prepare 4 questions. Total number of questions will be 24. In end term, total number of questions will be 13 in this format. 8 question will be 5 marks. 3 questions will be 10 marks. 2 questions will be 15 marks. And in midterm, total number of questions will be 11. 5 questions will be 5 marks. 3 questions will be 10 marks. And 3 questions will be 15 marks. Till now, we have been able to figure this much out. Let's move ahead to the next point. Annie prepared 1 question for MT. Every other faculty member prepared more than 1 question for MT. So let me write again: A, B, C, D, E and F. Midterm, end term. It was given that Annie prepared 5th question for both MT and ET. Each of them will prepare 4 questions. Okay. Annie prepared 1 question for MT. So for MT, Annie prepared only 5th question. Rest 3 questions will be here. So Annie will prepare 1 question in midterm and 3 questions in end term. Okay. Every other faculty member prepared more than 1 question for MT. This is only possible. Every faculty member prepares total number of 4 questions. Annie prepared 1 question in midterm, so 3 questions in end term. Every other faculty prepares at least more than 1 question in every term. So this is only possible when they will prepare in midterm 2, endterm 2, midterm 2, endterm 2, midterm 2, endterm 2, and midterm 2, endterm 2, midterm 2, and endterm 2. Everyone will prepare like this. Got it? Also, it is given that all questions prepared by faculty member appeared consecutively in MT and ET as well. So let us say someone prepares question number 1. Then if he is preparing 2 questions, he will prepare 2 also. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it may be 5, 6, something like that. Consecutively the questions will appear. Chetan prepared third question for both MT and ET. So Chetan prepared question number 3rd for ET and MT. Esha prepared 8th question in both, 8th, 8th. Fakir prepared first question of MT, and last one in ET. So last question in ET is question number 13, because in ET and term 13 questions are there. So Fakir prepared 13th question in ET. They prepared last question of MT. MT has total number of 11 questions. So last question is 11. So they prepared last question of MT. D prepared 11th. First one in ET. So number 1. Also remember the earlier point that the questions will appear consecutively. B has to prepare 2 questions in ET. So number 1 and number 2. Since 2 is done here, so 2 and 3 cannot be here. So 3 and 4. 4 is here, and 3 questions. Annie prepared 3 questions in end term, because in midterm she has prepared only 1 question. So 5, 6, 7, because 4 was already done. 8, 9, and A, B. Wait, let me see if I'm making some mistake. They prepared last question of MT and first one in ET. Okay, number 1 is here. Sorry. So 1 is here, 2 is here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 13 is here. So definitely 12 will also be here. 10 and 11 are left. So here. Got it? Now let's look for the midterm. Fakir prepared 1, so 2 he will prepare. 3 and 4 will prepare. 5 will be alone. Annie will prepare only 1 question. So 5 will be there. 11 is here. So 10 will definitely be here. 8 and 9 will be here. And only 2 questions are left. 6 and 7. 6 and 7. So this is how your table is going to look. This is your final table. Got it? How we approach this question? First, we read the points carefully. From the points, we were able to figure out that total number of questions will be a multiple of 6. Later on, we were able to figure out how many questions in midterm and how many questions in end term, 11 and 13. Later on, we found this table and we were able to accommodate all the questions to each one of them, who is preparing which question. Also, we know midterm has 5 marks, 3 10 marks, and 3 15 marks. Similarly, end term is having 8 5 marks, 3 10 marks, and 2 15 marks. Now let's move ahead and answer the questions that follow. The second question in end term was prepared by. So we will just look at the table. In end term, second question is here. It is prepared by Dave. This is the right answer. Once you are able to form the table, complete the table, all the questions you can answer within a minute. That is the beauty of these logical reasoning questions. How many 5 marks questions were there in MT and ET combined? So MT has total 5 questions of 5 marks and endterm has total 8 questions. Sorry, MT has total 5 questions of 5 marks. Endterm has 8 questions of N. So 5 plus 8, 13 questions. 13 5 marks questions. Option number A. Who prepared 15 mark questions for midterm and end term? So 15 mark questions for midterm are only two questions are there, and first 5 marks question come, then 10 marks question come, then 15 marks question come. So last three will be 15 marks questions. So last three will be 9, 10 and 11. 9, 10 and 11. Who is preparing those in midterm? 9, 10 and 11 by E and D. In end term, 15 marks question are last two questions. So 12 and 13. Who is preparing this? Fakir. So F. So F, D and E. This should be the option. Only Dev, Esha and Fakir. Option number D is the right answer. Let's see the last question. Which of the following questions did Beti prepared in 80? So B prepared in 80, 10 and 11. 10 and 11. This should be the option. Only 10th is given, so 10th is the right answer. This way you can solve easily the logical reasoning questions. So I hope the concept is clear to you. I would suggest whatever the videos I am giving to you of data interpretation and logical reasoning, those are sufficient enough to score very good percentile in CAT. But just you have to remember the concept. You should not solve after watching the video. Let's say today you have watched the video. Try that particular set, DI set, after 1 week without looking at the video. If you are able to solve it, then your concept is clear. Let's move ahead to the next set. Okay. 6 friends. Amar, let me write them down. In these kind of questions, generally, see what is given. 6 friends are there. They are going to different number of hill stations, 6 number of hill stations, and someone is going somewhere, someone is going elsewhere, and some comments are given about those hill stations and that person. Once you start solving, you will get an idea. In these kind of questions, you have to form a table. Amar, Shravan, Kartik, Preetam, Raj, Chirag. You should know how to represent your data correctly. That is the key to solving data interpretation sets. I will teach you how to represent the data in pie charts, how to represent data in hardcore data interpretation sets. I will teach you how to represent data in puzzles also, how to represent data in circular table also. So stay tuned. We are going to learn a lot this year. And hill stations are Ooty, then Kodaikanal, Coorg, Yercaud. All these, all these hill stations does really exist in India. I have visited every one of them till now. So I travel a lot, and these are very beautiful stations. Out of these, I loved Ooty and Munnar the most. These are very good hill stations. Lavasa and Munnar. Okay. Now, it is also given that in these kind of questions, keep one section for comments or something extra with whatever you want to write. The number of hill stations visited by each of these 6 friends is different, and each friend visited at least one hill station. Okay, if someone has visited one, then other person cannot visit one hill station. That person has to visit more than one hill station, and each of them is traveling to different number of hill stations, and at least one hill station will be visited by every one of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Someone will visit one hill station, someone will visit 2 hill stations, someone will visit 3, 4, 5, 6 similarly. Okay. Any person who visited Ooty visited Kodaikanal also. If Ooty is there, then Kodaikanal is definitely there. If Kodaikanal is there, then it is not necessary that Ooty will be there. Ooty can be or Ooty cannot be. This is what is given by this comment. No person who did not visit Yerkaud visited Lavasa. The language is a bit difficult here. Generally, I think in actual CAT, this difficult language they will not use because this point will confuse many students. But what does it mean is, if someone is visiting Lavasa, then that person will visit Yerkaud also 100%. But if that person is visiting Yerkaud, it is not necessary that person will visit Lavasa. Person can visit either both Coorg and Munnar or none of two. So Coorg and Munnar are together. This is how you represent this data. These are the terms. If you are representing single arrow like this, then if Ooty, then Kodaikanal, if Lavasa, then Yerkaud. If you are representing both side arrow, then that means both have to be together or none of them will be there. Karthik did not go to Munnar. Karthik did not go to Munnar. Did not go to Kodaikanal. Did not go to Lavasa. If Karthik did not go to Munnar, then Karthik did not go to Coorg also. Okay. And if Karthik did not go to Lavasa, then that person did not. If Ooty is there, then Kodaikanal is there. If Karthik did not visited Kodaikanal, if Ooty is not there, then Kodaikanal is not there. So Ooty also Karthik did not visit it. This is meant by. That means at least one hill station will be visited by every one of them. So Karthik visited Yerkaud. Got it? So Karthik visited one hill station. One is completed here. One has been, the place of one has been taken. So other person have to visit 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. No one else can visit just one hill station. This point is used up. This point we have taken care of. The number of places visited by Amar is greater than number of visited by Chirag. So Amar is greater than Chirag. That means Chirag can never be 6. Cannot be 6. See, this is the negation sign. This is the negation sign. This means not. Chirag cannot be 6. Okay. Lavasa was one of the places visited by Preetham. Preetham visited Lavasa. So if Lavasa is there, then Yerkaud is also there by this point. Then Yerkaud is also there. Chirag visited Ooty. Chirag visited Ooty. If Ooty is there, then Kodaikanal is there. Raj visited Coorg. Raj visited Coorg. If Coorg is there, then Munnar is there. Preetham did not visit any place that Amar visited. So Preetham negation Amar. That means if Preetham visited this Yerkaud and Lavasa, Amar will not visit Yerkaud and Lavasa. So Amar cannot be 6, Amar cannot be 5. If Amar cannot be, sorry, if Amar cannot be 5, at least Amar will be 4 and Chirag will less than Amar. So cannot be 5, cannot be 4. So Chirag can be 2 or 3. Cannot be 1 because 1 has already been taken. So this cannot be 6 and this cannot be 6. This cannot be 6. Preetham, let me check for Preetham did not visit any place that Amar visited. So Amar will visit at least 2 or 3 places or 4 places. So those places will not be visited by Preetham. So Preetham cannot also be 6. And let me see, at least one place visited by Chirag was not visited by Raj. So Raj did not visit at least one place which was visited by Chirag. So Raj cannot also be 6. So definitely Shravan has to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Getting? Now let's see. Amar has to be greater than Chirag, I think. Amar has to be greater than Chirag. Yeah. Okay. So Amar can be 3 or 4. If Amar is 3, let me see. If Amar has to be 3, then Munnar and Coorg has to be there. Because if Munnar is not there, then Coorg is not there, then Amar will left with only 2 places. And if Amar is 2, then Chirag will have to be 1, but 1 has already taken place by Karthik. So definitely these 2 will be there. Also, if Ooty is there, then Kodaikanal will also be there. So Amar will be 4. This I have taken guess actually. Another guess you can take is you can consider Amar 3. Put tick on Kodaikanal, put cross on Ooty, then solve the remaining table. Then you can see if it is not working out, then you can come back, put that 4. I am trying with the higher number. If it works out, then it's okay for me. So this is 4. Okay. Shravan is 6. This is 1. So 4 is taken, 6 is taken, 1 is taken, 2, 3 and 5 are left. Preetham did not visit any place that Amar visited. If Amar visited Ooty, Preetham not, Kodaikanal not, and Coorg not, Munnar not. So Preetham has to be 2. 3 and 4 are left. Now, at least one place visited by, no, not 3 and 4, 3 and 5 are left. Can Chirag be 5? No, Chirag cannot be 5. Why? Because if Chirag is 5, then Amar has to be greater than 5. Amar is greater than Chirag. That will never be possible. So Chirag has to be 3. That means Raj has to be 5. For Raj to be 5, pair should be there. Ooty is there, Kodaikanal is there, Ooty is there, and this has to be 3. So if Chirag has to be 3, if Munnar is there, then Coorg will also be there. This has not to be done because then it will be 4. So this cancel. Now if Lavasa is there, then Yarkaud will also be there, but reverse is not true. So Yarkaud is there, Lavasa is not there. That way this will be 3. Now we also know at least one place is there which was visited by Chirag and not visited by Raj. Okay. So that has to be this place. This done, this 5. This is how we have completed the whole table. Getting how I am solving this. Once you start solving these kind of questions, you will start getting intuitions. Okay, this is working, this is working, this is working. Another way could be, you could have considered it 3, Munnar 3. If you would have considered 3, you will have to consider this 2. If you have to consider it 2, then this will not be 2. Preetham will not be 2. But Preetham will not be able to be 4. Because if 4 is required, then Munnar would have to be there, and then Coorg will have to be there. So this is how your situation will not work. Getting it? So let's move ahead and answer the following questions. How many persons visited Coorg? Simple. I told you the beauty of data interpretation and logical reasoning is if you are able to form the table correctly, if you are able to comprehend the data correctly, you can answer the following questions within a minute. And in CAT, 4 questions means 12 marks. In 12 marks, if someone is having, let us say, 50 marks, other person is having 62 marks, this person will get 91 or 93 percentile depending on the exam, how much the difficulty of the exam. This person will easily get around 96, 97 percentile with just 12 marks. Okay, so let's see what has been asked. How many persons visited Coorg? So Coorg, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the answer. Who among following visited the least number of places? Least number of places were 1. Who visited 1? Karthik. How many persons who visited Kodaikanal did not visited Ooty? So let me see. Kodaikanal right, but Ooty wrong. Amar is not there. Shravan is not there. Kodaikanal, but Ooty is wrong. Okay. If Ooty is there, then Kodaikanal. I think we have done one mistake here. See, while you are solving, then also you can correct your mistake. This has to be this has to be this. Because if OT is there, then Kodaikanal will definitely be there. So that is why we can tick on Kodaikanal, cross on OT. This way, this condition will also be fulfilled. At least one place visited by Chirag was not visited by Raj. That is OT. So Kodaikanal right and OT wrong. One person we have got. Only one is the right answer. One. How many persons did not visited Yerkaud? Yerkaud, who has not visited Yerkaud, wrong. Only one person has not visited Yerkaud. One is the right answer. So this is how you have to solve the data interpretation and logical reasoning sets. And I hope you found this video helpful. Stay tuned. We are going to solve as many questions as we can. All the concepts of the CAT in this video series. This is completely free video series and it is for the students who are not able to afford costly education. So stay tuned. Let's meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.